This podcast contains graphic language. What's going on out there, MGTOW? What's going on out there in the Manosphere? You are right here, Kendall Rican Podcast. One of the craziest shit in my town. I'm right here in the Pacific Northwest, podcasting it up all across the world, baby. You name it. So no further ado, this is your first time in the podcast. Guess what? I start with the intro. So here we go, gentlemen. See who's out there tonight. It's late. I understand that. So just bear with me. Let's start with the intro.
Pressiona el Barça, talla la pilota, Deco l'envia cap a la dreta per Xavi, assistència de Xavi, més cap a la dreta per Messi, immens Messi, encara 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 Messi, gol, 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 gol,
I'm just fucking with you guys. Here we go. The intro is in.
It's getting serious on this track, fam.
Because I respect Kendall Rican. I do. Oh, he's simping for some pussy, bitches. I'll be a simp all day. Fuck you. Oh, he's simping for some pussy, bitches. I'll be a simp all day. Fuck you. Because I respect Kendall Rican. I do.
Well, gentlemen, I don't know. Did you listen to the last podcast that I did last night? And I'm doing my DD out here, for heaven's sake. So if you missed the last night, it's still there. For some reason, it's still there. And I mentioned a lot of things regarding to the shooter and the CEO, and not only that, women nature and stuff like that, right? That was last night podcast, and you just bear with me, you know. So today, I'm trying to connect the dots. Just trying to connect the dots. That's what I'm trying to do. Right? Regarding to the shooter and the CEO and all this nonsense and bullshit, to me, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I don't give a fuck. I don't. If the CEO of the company got killed, it's irrelevant to me. It's irrelevant if this man take another man's life. It's irrelevant. As long as it's not my store and my doorsteps, I don't give a fuck. But I got to put this shit in perspective, for heaven's sake. I do. That's what I'm trying to do. Just connect the dots and stuff like that. So, when the mainstream media and stuff like that run this imagery, which is right here, I thought to myself, well, either that's a chick or a gay man. because that's the first thing they put out there. Cool. All right. Hoodie, stuff like that, and shit. But once you start digging in the rabbit hole of these individual gay men, yeah, I'm going to call it what it is. He's a queer. He is a queer. Queer are fucking smart men. They are. I want to say it because he's there. He's a queer. And who cares? The only people gotta care about this queer man is his family. And his family looking for him. He was missing and stuff like that. He ended up in San Francisco. And then it's been like 3 or 4 months, nobody heard from him. Not even his own family member, not the family. And you understand that this man, he's a privileged child. You want to talk about white privilege? This is how it is, right here. Graduated from the prestige university out there in Pennsylvania. The MO is still relevant. It's still relevant, gentlemen. The MO is still here. Okay? All these operations still here. It's a psychological warfare. It's up to you to bite into the nonsense and bullshit or to put it and respect it and reveal what it is. Because eventually the truth gonna come out. Eventually the truth gonna come out. So, according to what I read and stuff like that, and videos of him graduating from high school and stuff, now the plot has twisted a little bit. His family member looking for him for since November and shit like that. The last time they spoke about him in San Francisco, all places. All places. You know, when they put the imagery out there, I was like, hold on, is this just a chick or this is a man? And I was very confused about it because I hear, they try to confuse you and stuff like that. But now the truth is, is developing, all right? It's developing. Now, these particular gentlemen, because I'm going to call him gentleman, he might be gay, but still a gentleman. Or a man. Right? Kill another man. Right? Let's put this in perspective. Let's put this thinking hat together, okay? Forget about, god damn it, shit. The heater is fucking cold out here. Forget about the mainstream media and all this analysis and all these people talk about. All you gotta do is connect the dots, right? Two wrong don't make it right, okay? So let's start out with that. Now, I'm thinking to myself, the date. So the CEO has a conference out there in Manhattan, right? Which, by the way, he was being investigated by the federales, over, how you call this shit? Embezzlement, trades, and stuff like that. He sold like $15 million of shares and stuff like that. He's being investigated and stuff like that, right? Now, the CEO supposed to have a security guard all the fucking time. Now, United Health is like the top company in the United States. Believe it or not. Right? Top company. Top 10. Now, I'm thinking to myself, how much energy, even like I'm thinking to myself like a rational thinking, how much energy would take me well, let's reflect something back what they put out there, right? The assassin or the killer, I call him assassin. That's how I see this thing. The assassin, supposed to have back problems and surgery and this stuff. They went to surgery and shit like that. He was missing for 6 months. His family did not know where he were and stuff like that and shit like that. Okay, fine, Dandy. Let's say, hypothetical speaking, he's young, you know, 26, he back surgery and shit. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, right. Now, let's put a thinking hat. The CEO is supposed to have like security. So the security is MIA, missing, right? We got the queer assassin. And folks, see, this is the thing that it bothered my mind, because I lived in New York City for a year. It's like New York City is so much people out there that I could not take it after a year. I was like, you know what? There's too many motherfuckers out here. Right? See, this is the thing that kind of bothers me, right? Because I lived in New York City for a year out there in Brooklyn. In Lafayette Avenue. Right? So let's say, hypothetical speaking, me, I'm sick. I'm gonna go and kill somebody out there in New York who's a CEO and whatnot. And living in Pennsylvania and traveling and this and that and so on and so forth, right? To have the luck to find this CEO walking by himself with no security guard is asinine. It don't make any fucking sense to me. It's asinine. And I thought to myself, the worst scenario, the biggest planning there is, let's say he planned this shit for a year. Right? For a year. Okay, he's staying in his hotel. They're going to do this convention out there. And they should, to find this individual out there and kill him, the odds of that is just like very minimal, especially in New York City. Not only that, he got a 3D gun and stuff like that. You know? There's a cover up here. There is a cover up in this bitch. Well, guess what? Guess what? He's a relative from the family out there in San Francisco. And you know this old fucking bitch, Nancy Pelosi? They are relative. They are relative. And these motherfuckers, they don't give a fuck. They throw anybody under the bus. Oh yes. They will sacrifice somebody out there. You see how this works? All you gotta do is follow the fucking money. Just follow the money. So, me reading a little bit here, a little bit of there, and then my collective thought, I was like, okay, maybe. And I also look at the man, you know, the queer guy. Maybe he was a schizophrenia and stuff like that. But they don't, and listen, I live in a city. They got drug addicts, schizophrenia people walking and talking to whoever they talk out there and shit like that. That's what they do and stuff. It's a mental health issue and stuff like that. But to have these assassination so coordinated, that I thought to myself, there's no coincidence. The odds of this man killing the CEO in New York City with no security guards, and he's like the top CEO, top 10 company in the country, is given to me. You can call me conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Because the so-called conspiracy theorists, we've been right since 9/11. Or before that, those older than me. But me, it was 9/11. I was like, once you learn the truth, listen, nobody can bullshit you. Once you understand how this propaganda works and the government works, you get it. You understand it. Nobody can sell you bullshit. Nobody can sell you bullshit once you understand this shit. the giveaway, which I mentioned on the last podcast, right? Because I started with the MGTOW philosophy with women and stuff like that and shit like that, right? If you don't believe me, well, listen to the last podcast and then you can listen to this one. And it's going to correlate. And once you learn the truth, nobody can bullshit you, man. They can bamboozle, try to bamboozle you and stuff like that. Or they can try different scenarios and shit like that. But once you learn the history of this agency, what they do, this agency, what they do, that other agency, what they do, and these people, what they do, and what college do, and this stuff and shit like that and stuff like that. And you put a little bit of grain here, a little bit of grain there. And at the end of the day, you come out with your own conclusion. It's like, you know what? Nobody can sell me shit. Don't sell me shit because I'm stocked up here. So, I want to put this in perspective, right? And it's a thesis. It's a theory. It's a theory. Okay? It's a theory. My own noodle out here. This conspiracy theorists. So, we got the queer shooting the CEO. I'm going to put it like that. Simple English shit. Now, the queer is from privileged family and stuff like that. They own multiple golf courses, multiple shit and stuff like that. You got the CEO out there and stuff like that. What went in there between those two individuals, I don't know. I don't know what goes behind the doors out there in these spider web. Who's financing who? I don't know. Who's money? Who's moving the money? I don't know. I don't have no iota. Right? But somebody gotta get died. Somebody get killed. Somebody gotta get killed to protect the money. Right? Come on, let's think about this shit. Somebody gotta get killed to protect the money or this or whatever interest they in. Right? Somebody got to do something to protect something. And they go as far as killing people to protect the interests, protect whatever the fuck it is. Now, look what happened to Donald Trump out there in Pennsylvania. They tried to kill him. They sure fucking did. They sure fucking did. Let's not be naive about this shit, gentlemen. God damn it, fuck. Let's not be naive about this shit, man. Somebody out there to protect what? The interest, the money, whatever the fuck it is. And then the shooter, poof, no digital, no nothing. The guy is MIA, he's missing. He didn't have no social media. He didn't have none of goddamn shit. Nothing. A ghost. A ghost. Nothing. Not even silverware. You have to think and analyze for yourself and trying to connect the dots. What the fuck is going on here? Because this don't make any sense. But it does make sense. If you think about it. It makes perfect sense. But that's the problem. That people have lost rational thinking. We live in a communication age where we can look at these things up and look up things and stuff like that. And even though the internet is like not free like it used to be, but us as United States citizens, we can connect the dots. One giveaway. And I mentioned this in last night podcast. One giveaway. He had Ted I always fucked up his last name. Ted Kaczynski manifesto. Now, I never read the whole manifesto, but I listened the whole manifesto. The industrial complex. 3 hours. I didn't read it, I listened to it. Now, if you go back to Harvard University and Ted Kaczynski and the Unabomber, and if you go back during the 70s and 60s with the Manson, and then if you go forward and stuff like that, you can connect the dots. JFK, the killing and stuff like that. It's an operation. That's one, and I don't know if that's true, but it's obviously like kind of weird how to play the psychological game, because he created his own manifesto. You know? To put this in basic language, basic perspective, and you have to think like a human, okay? Like a human. Put yourself in a situation as the man who committed the murder, okay? how much energy it takes to do this at the age of 26. A lot of energy. To kill somebody you don't even know. I understand. Listen, I can understand if this man killed another man for his girlfriend, his boyfriend, whatever. I understand this shit. It's passionate crime. But for someone that you don't know because of some kind of ideology, and you travel from Pennsylvania to New York City and kill this individual walking in the park with no security? Think about that shit. No, you have to have resources. You have to have information. What is this person going? What they going? What they doing this and stuff like that. Not one individual. Let's say one, not even one MGTOW can have this plan so well conducted. Even though it would take a year to plan it, it will not be able to do it unless they got some kind of help. From different outlets out there. They have to. Come on. There's some kind of information going on out there when this took place or before it took place. Well, ladies, you're gonna be highly disappointed because this is not Ted Bundy. This is not Manson. This is not Ramirez. This is not those average serial killers, rapists, murderers, and stuff like that. But it still belongs in the same umbrella. This particular man, he likes cock. Bottom line, he's a gay guy. Bottom line, he's queer as he can get. I put it here right now. He is queer as he can get. You know why I'm saying that? Because I watched a little bit of video here, a little bit of video yesterday and stuff like that, and this gay man was going crazy over him. I was like, okay, this is not your average man out there. They know this shit. I think I'm doing a psychoanalysis. I think I am. But anyways, man, let's put this in perspective. You know, I'm just expressing myself and putting my own opinion and trying to connect the dots, what took place, you know. And, you know, it's bizarre, but not really once you understand what's been going on for history, and they're trying to sell us this bullshit. Over and over again, but with different identities and different things. But it's saying, at the end of the day, it's the same bullshit. If you look at it, or you think about it. You know? Well, gentlemen, like I always say, peace, stay MGTOW. Let the universe be with you.